And hello everyone and welcome to yet another live stream 109 today. Number 109. Cool, so yeah. Today, as the title would suggest, we'll be doing science instead of gaming. Just mpt streams, add streams. And there we go, post it now. We'll be doing sciencey stuff. A lot of sciencey stuff, there we go. Yeah, it's give me a second. Have to get ready, get comfortable, get some popcorn. I have coffee. That's good. Good enough. Ah, I need to wake me up. All right. So today we'll be doing science. Couple of things. Science and coding, and we shall start with. Oh, hi there, Ali. You picked a wrong stream today. It's not a good one. Today will be boring. I. I'm sorry for crushing your hope of a good stream, but today we're doing coding and science, so yeah, not projects. Yes, projects. Okay, there we go. So, I like boring. Is that a challenge? We'll see. All right. Here's the thing. Here's the first kind of chore that I would like to do today. Do you know the site? I know you probably don't know about it. I think I should mention the site. You might not know about this site. There's a site on the internet. It's https://makeitwf/charity/ I don't know if you heard about it. It's a thing. You might have. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about this site. It's just something that It's just something that is on the internet. It's https://makeitwf/charity/. Something that I just wanted to mention that is on the internet. And here's the thing. All right, actually, I kind of regret. It was a good joke, but okay. So here's the thing. Don't mind the screen. On that side, there's the pie, right? That's the entire thing. That's the entire idea of this charity. The problem being that this pie sucks. It just is terrible. It's horrible. It's awful. Why is it awful? Well, it's awful because first of all, if 10 people donate, this will break. And it's a bug that's been here for months now, actually. I think 2 or 3. It's yeah, and I was aware of it the entire time. It's just getting 9 people to donate suddenly. That's kind of unlikely. But recently, Tiff donated. We got anonymous, so we are already almost halfway there, which means I should probably fix it. Especially since the fix is really simple. Also, don't mind that. That's just into the database. Yeah, come on, it's just the database. Who cares about these sort of things? Yeah, so I'm just bad at it. Listen, no worries. We'll start nice and slow and simple. PHP, Python, then we'll move on to C to actually turn this live stream into pure hell. The thing about coding is actually there are a couple of things about coding. People who explain it really often don't want to explain it. That's the problem. They are most of the time, people who explain coding are mostly explaining it to sound smarter than they actually are. And that's kind of the reason. The entire thing is rather simple. Alrighty. Oh yeah, and here you can see, by the way, the reason why, if more than 10 people donate the entire site, it's dumb. It's just idiotic. You can clearly see that I was the one who made this. Basically, there are colors over here. These are the colors, really little nice color palette for the pie. And as you can see, we reached the 4th color, right? That's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the colors. And basically, if enough people donate, if 10 people donate, then this palette will just simply run out, and the site will try to reach for the, well, 10th color? Is it 10? It's 9. I can count. I'm good at math. Did I mention that? I'm good at math. So yeah, if the site will try to reach for the 10th color, well, there will be nothing there, and because of that, it will just break. So yeah, I should fix it. Fixing it is unbelievably simple, I think. I have an idea on how to fix it. It should be simple, hopefully. Yeah. So it will be unbelievably simple. All we have to do is just we have to, because later on I'll have a different plan for it. You will be able to switch the pies, like a pie from a recent month, a recent year, a recent week. Pies only for some charities, stuff like that. That's fancy, and that requires a lot of work. And I'm a YouTuber, which henceforth I'm lazy. That's obvious. So instead, we'll do this simple fix for now. And basically, if there will be more than 10 people, oh my goodness, I first have to read this thing. Don't worry, it may seem as if this entire thing is unreadable, but that's only because it is, and even I cannot even right now. Okay. From 10 to data length -1. Okay. CTX, that's context for the canvas, which means that would be the circle. Is it finding you? It is not finding me. Although it would be. It's not. It's funding for DBS Alliance. DBS Alliance. Depression Bipolar Support Alliance. That's what the charity is for. I'm actually really proud of. Yeah. I'm actually really proud of this one because I've been working for a while, and I'm really proud of the fact that I do not even have the access to this money. Even if I tried, I couldn't take it out. And I'm really happy with that. Because I understand that a random guy on the internet asking people for money, yeah, that's ever so slightly a red flag. I understand. So instead it's set up on GoFundMe, which means, as you can see over here, and basically this money goes straight to Depression Bipolar Support Lines. I don't have to worry about anything. It's simple, it's nice, and it's convenient. And so, if you'd like to donate, I would recommend https://makeitw/charity/ you can donate some money to charity DPS. Alliance, get a slice of pie for yourself once again. That https://makeitw/charity/. Anyhow, so oh boy, fixing the pie right now. So, I'm starting with the most boring part. I shouldn't be doing that. I should start with the hyper operational. Well, hyper operational is also boring, but it's math, so. Favorite kind of pie. Okay, you have no idea how much strength is required right now for me not to say the slice of pie charity pie, because save the best part to the end. Yeah, but I'm not the same. I really do have a lot of things prepared for the day, and I genuinely think that the last thing I'll do, I don't think I'll finish it, because I do have a lot of things. For example, by the way, you say you like boring stuff. I would assume that would mean you like, well, science stuff. I seen them, right? Well, what kind of science stuff? No, I'm just trying to get the abstraction. Math, quantum physics, chemistry, biochemistry, medicine, math and science. Math. Oh, yes. Wait, oh, that's convenient, because today I would also like to kind of fix the hyperoperational mathematics thing, because I finally realized what's wrong. In case you catch the live streams, because, well, the hyperoperational mathematics live streams were the smallest ones on the channel. Basically, it's a little project of mine where I'm trying to do my own kind of mathematics. Surgeon. That's sick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that you love math and you are trying to become a surgeon. Oh, that is sick. Alright, so really a science person. Oh boy. Well, then this stream might actually be kind of cool. Yeah, I was trying to start. Well, I was trying and will be doing it. Study medicine. The problem being, I'm an idiot, and basically I'm having a lot of troubles with higher abstraction sciences. In space, life, and time, I really love how it's referred in space, life, and time. It's also another thing that I do. Yeah, as you can see, my social life is perfectly dead. So I write papers. Yeah, that's. I should really get some friends. Anyway, so it's really well reflected here, considering that when it comes to quantum, like this is math, this is quantum physics, this is chemistry, and then for biology, biochemistry, biology, and medicine is just a couple of pages. Yeah, for medicine especially. I am. It's very. I have. I got from one person who was a doctor. I don't even know how that happened, but I got Grey's Anatomy, and biology and medicine. My chemistry is rough. So okay, you are good at the tougher thing. You are good at the harder thing. So that's good. Chemistry can be rough because chemistry is a very vague thing. Basically, chemistry has one serious problem. I should probably explain the term abstraction and what do I mean by that, because then it will be easier for me to make my point. When it comes to abstraction, here's the way I like to look at abstraction. Okay, get ready for paint, because I am a edutainment YouTuber, and because of that I'm very good at visualizing things. And for my videos I use Manim, I use Blender, Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, Stable Diffusion. For live streams I just use Paint. Okay, so when it comes to particles, you have quantum physics with my graphics tablet is a bit broken, so I unfortunately can't do extremely good graphics anymore. Here's the thing. Let's do 3 different things. We have quantum. Okay, wow, that is. Yeah, let's say Q, quantum physics, chemistry, and medicine. Let's say something like that. The rest physics. Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the problem with abstraction. All of them are separated with abstraction. This is the lowest kind. This is the highest. Basically, in quantum physics, you can take a particle, a single particle with all of electrons as clouds, because it's accurate, right? With electron clouds, you can take the particle, and then you can understand it perfectly. There's no problem. You can understand everything about that particle. You can understand it perfectly. On the other hand, when it comes to medicine, if you take, let's say, well, that would be a very cheap example, but let's say a brain, and which I am not going to draw. There is no world in which I am going to draw a brain. I can load him in a model at least. That's the best I can do. When it comes to medicine, though, you can take a look at the brain, right? But you cannot understand it perfectly. It's too complex. There are too many things going on. Now, that's the difference of abstraction. Over here, this is low on abstraction, and because of that, there is no abstraction, we can understand it perfectly. On the other hand, when it comes to the brain, we cannot understand it perfectly because there is a lot of abstraction. And that seems like an obvious trade-off, right? Lower abstraction the better. Well, not exactly. Because at the same time, if we were trying to understand something that has, I don't know, 5 cubic centimeters, right? Let's say, imagine some sort of really small object that has 5 cubic centimeters. With quantum physics, well, we don't even have the computational power in the world to understand that object. But even just 5 cubic centimeters, it's impossible. We would take every single supercomputer on Earth, we wouldn't even get close. Because there are too many particles. Simulating one particle is tough, and simulating this many, that's just insanity. On the other hand, on the medicine level, right, so classical mechanics, medicine, stuff like that, we can just take this object and we can take it apart, we can see what it does, we can understand it. The thing is, the higher abstraction requires a lot of knowledge, a lot more knowledge. Lower abstraction requires a lot more computational power, and as a nerd, that's easier for me. Yeah, the problem that I have with medicine is that when I started reading Grey's Anatomy, on the first page there were already 60 words which I had to look up. And well, they were all explained in the book. Obviously, it's Grey's Anatomy. They were all explained in the book, but it's just I'm an idiot, and it's no. I have to prepare. Slow and steady. I'll get there. All right. So math, hyper-operational mathematics, and I think I found the reason why this is such a problem. Hi Detefta! Today we're doing a science stream, so this will be exciting. Break down to Latin word of roots. Latin word roots. Wow, need more coffee. Yes, math, science, everything beautiful in the world today. Now, I should probably revisit what I tried to achieve with hyper-operational mathematics. I should also play some music, probably. Yeah, I understand that. I understand this. A lot of it is in. Don't mind the fact that I'm turning on Spotify. Don't tell YouTube; they will cancel me. So, anyways, math. I understand. It's just I don't think I have a brain to do medicine. I will still try to study it. Just I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Now, what kind of music should we go for? No, this time, you should choose, I think. So, option A, we have Odd Chap, copyright-free electro swing. With some nice electro swing, like, okay, maybe Diamond. Yeah, I am just the low abstraction one. So, yeah. So I just prefer often things. Yeah, so that's I actually think it's also from the gaming streams. I'm such a gamer. I think music might be a bit loud too. So okay, option B, copyright-free classical, which for some reason is banned in some countries. YouTube just every single time after I do classical, I have. So that's option B. Option C, in case you wanted something a bit more alive. Patrat, who also has copyright-free music. I would play Stipendium, but I still, up to this day, don't know if Stipendium is fine with that, so I'm not doing it. I like C. All right, that's good. I haven't done Patrat in a while. Patrat is the music with which I started. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, with math. The problem which I have with classical is that historically, every single time I did anything with classical music, it just didn't work out. I don't know why. I don't know why. And Odd Chap reminds me of my old MKT multi-app live streams, during which I just spent, I don't know, 4 hours all the time on the MKT multi-app coding in C. That's why I'm insane right now. Anyway, hyper-operational mathematics. What's the problem with it? Was the goal. Goal is very simple. And in order to explain the goal, I should explain the mathematics. So, hyper-operational mathematics is actually unbelievably simple. And I know many people say things are simple. This is simple. There's that can touch me. It is unbelievably simple because it's just addition, multiplication, stuff like that. Basic idea is that you can build operations on top of other operations. So, for example, you have A plus B, right? Which is equal to, incrementation. Actually, incrementation doesn't matter. Then what we have is the next higher order operation, A times B, which would be equal to A plus A plus A plus A, B times. Right? Very simple. Then what we have is, we have exponents. A to the B, which is A times A times A times A dot 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 B times, right? And just like that we can build... Wow, I'm really having trouble with some moves. Yeah, right. Every single time I start lashing, it's, I'm so nervous. Anyway, just like that we can build operations. Then what we have is we have the next hyper operation, which is B, okay, we can read. I can be shown here. B, A. Tetration. Tetration, which works the same way. We just stack hyperoperations on top of each other. There we go. Now, what I was trying to achieve with hyperoperational mathematics is creating some rules, some standards for all of them. Because then what we could do is we could, well, basically make the entire process easier. Then also is the very ambitious goal of basically creating an equation for every single number in math, i.e. finite equation for all of them. Tough to hear me? Alright, no worries, there we go. So an equation for all of them, right? Rather ambitious, but also very fun. The problem is that it's too inconsistent. Even with only addition, multiplication, and exponentiation, we couldn't get any rules. We couldn't create any rules that would work for all of them. And I think I know the reason why. And that reason is those operations aren't really created equally. Let me explain what I mean. Paint. So, when you have, first of all, the fixed points, the concept I came up with and then almost never used. Actually, this F is more fancy. Yeah, that's kind of an F, good enough. Fixed point would be a point for each hyperoperation, which wouldn't change the result. So, for example, for addition, right, first hyperoperation, that would be equal to 0. 1 plus 0 is equal to still 1, right? So 1 plus, using our notation, 0 is equal to 1. That doesn't change anything, hence a fixed point. For multiplication, it's 1. 1 times 1 is equal to 1. For exponentiation, once again, it is 1. And the problem is, well, here actually kind of lies the problem. Because then, for any other fixed point, this would still be 1. For any other fixed point. And that's because addition is created differently from all the other operations. If you think about that, it's 1 plus... Okay, how should I do it? Okay, so let's imagine that 0 would be our fixed point for every single operation, which means that 1 plus 0 would be equal... Oh, actually A, let's generalize a bit. A? I'm sorry, should I switch by the way to docs maybe for this, because I kinda can do it over here. I feel like this would be better. Like handwriting, as I said, no, we have a graphical... Okay, so A plus 0 would be equal to A. A times 0 would be equal to A, then to the power 0 would be equal to A, and well, power 0. And right now I know what you think, making this is madness. I mean, this is rather insane. This looks weird. That seems wrong. That's not normal math. You are right. We are not doing normal math here, we are doing wrong math. That's a very important point to remember. And thus, this could be a good first step. Now, how can we achieve it? I remember I came up with a way to achieve it. But that was a couple of days ago. Because we need a generalized way to achieve it every single time. Oh, yeah. Basically, we can imagine that we start with a number every single time. Yes. So, we have A, right? When we add anything to it, we have the A component over here, and only then we add, right? So A plus B, that's, well, A plus B. That's obvious. If we have A times B, then, right? Then if we want to still keep this repetitive theme, then what we have to do is we have to repeat addition over and over, which basically means we still need this A over here, right? We have to keep that, and then plus... Oh, being A, that's a bit of a difficult choice here, but let's just say A, plus A, plus A, plus A, and this should be B times. In comparison, it's different from normal math, because in normal math... My goodness, I'm terrible at this. this entire thing would be b times. In our case, we add an additional a. Then for exponentiation, it is the same thing, because then it would be, well, a and times a times a times a. What it means is that we can achieve the same result in our case mathematically. We can describe that. We have a plus x. I'll slide the a. Wow, why is it so hard? What's going on? I have 2 bottles of flammable gas on my desk. I have many things in the room I am in right now. All of them could be dangerous and all of them could cause that. I am a very bad example. But I'll do what every responsible adult would do, in my case, and we'll do nothing about it. So, now then a times x. Safety is my third name. Alright, so in order to achieve the same results, which means a times 0, right, we have to add an a. There we go. It looks a bit funky, it is. Then we have a to the power of x, and in order to achieve the same result, in order for 0 to not change anything, we have to multiply it by a. There we go. And as you can see, we get this really nice property that they all go through the same point at the beginning. This is a really nice property. Now, if we would try to make the iteration happen, well, then it's a bit more difficult. I think we should change. Actually, no, let's keep those, and let's now go the other way. X plus a, then we'll have x times a plus x, and then we'll have x to the a times x. My brain is very bad at this stuff. I'm just exchanging things. Don't mind the thing on the left jumping up and down, it just happens. Oh, oh, back one day, my goodness. Did you know it's also called outro song on Spotify? As I love the father just embraced it. I'm starting stuff. I should genuinely do something about it. More coffee, that's what. Okay, now if we change it, it looks like a mess. It looks like an absolute mess. If you compare it to our normal way things work, then you can see this one looks way cleaner, right? This one is just reasonable. On the other hand, this is just pure madness. Everything's moving in all directions, and that's kind of the problem. That's the pickle of it. We have to fix this somehow. The convenient thing is that we get to make all the rules, which means we get to say what is true, what's not. You know, we get to create tools. The problem is that we don't have any tools. They need to converge at some point. I mean, here's the thing. That's the issue. That's what's beautiful about creating math, and that's what's problematic. It's not that they need to converge. The thing is, I don't know any properties of them. I don't know if these are the right properties because I don't know what properties they should have. Here's the no, well, as it gets changed, it should have some meaning to it. For example, I should probably explain what I mean by meaning, because meaning is a very vague term. For example, let's get a rather useful function, e to the x, right? This is an exponential function, and if you are trying to create an exponential function, well, e doesn't matter here, it could be a, right? This is an exponential function, and the thing is, when you are creating an exponential function like this, on the beginning, before an exponential function is created, you don't know what properties an exponential function will have, right? You know what properties you want to have. For example, by saying, well, exponential growth, right? We know that if we can double something every single time we have it, let's say we have $2 and we can double them every single time we invest or something like that. I know, I'm not good with real life stuff, I'm YouTube and stuff. So if we want a function that would model this, we could use a function that looks like this. We have $2, and time in between investments would be equal to 1. So then like this, we get 4, we get 8, and now we can just plug in any time, and then in the end we get a number. Oh, that actually might have chosen. Well, there we go. That's the idea. Now, based on that, what we can do then, if I'm very sorry for today's stream, I really am. Okay, now if we have this function of a chessboard and a piece of grain in the first place, and now after we are finished creating the function, what we can do is we can try inputting -2 for the a and seeing the function break. Now, why the function break? There we go, we created already the function, which means now we can study it. We study why it broke, and then we are creating imaginary numbers, and then we are creating, calculus, and then we are creating tiers in student sites, and then we are creating quaternions and octonions, because I don't know what else to create. Anyway, the point is, we first have to create something in order to then study it. That's the problem. The issue with normal operations like addition, multiplication, and exponentiation is that they were not created equally. They were created with different rules. They were all created separately to model different things. Addition was created to, well, model addition, right? If you have 2 cups and you get another 2 cups, you have 4 cups. That's addition. Multiplication was created to model not repeated addition, surprisingly. Only it was created to model, let's say, an area, right? We have a rectangle. We say x is... yeah, quick. There we go. We have some area, and then we have some... yeah. Multiplication. That was a very slow example. Yeah, but multiplication. That's the basic idea, right? Multiplication was created to model something like this. Exponents were created to model exponential stuff, and so on. And they weren't created on top of one another, which basically means multiplication wasn't recreated with addition. Multiplication was created separately and described with addition, because they were created to model 2 different things. But hyperoperational mathematics will start with addition and they'll then build everything on top of addition. That's the idea. And then what it means also is that tetration would be different. Also, introduction to tetration. Tetration is great because it's a very simple thing. As I said. It's a very simple thing, but we know nothing about it. We can only do tetration for positive numbers, 0 and -1, if I'm not mistaken. So, and also there are some functions which were created to model, to approximate it for different numbers, but this is tetration, and if we create this, we could understand tetration, pentation, hexation, heptation, octation, nonation, decimation. That's no wait, that's a different thing. Undecimation, duodecimation. I just realized that. Okay, that might be not the most useful thing. The O thing is actually pretty useful. That sounds pretty fun. And so tetration would be different because tetration would look like this. Times a, to the power of a, right? Yes. So this would be tetration then, in our hyper-operational mathematics sense. Problem is there aren't any good graphical calculators for tetration. Yeah, all of them are a bit funky, as you can see. Oh, but this is for complex numbers, so that's still pretty fun. Anyhow, now, what would that mean? Well, first of all, we should probably expand it also to anti-operations and hypo operations. So, hyper operations. We have A up arrow is equal to C. Oh, and by the way, we can also define them differently, which is fun. We can define them as... Well, okay, we'll figure out notation later. For now, we can just like that. A up arrow B is equal to C. Right, then we have the anti-operation, which would be a C down arrow A, which is equal to B. No, down arrow B, which is equal to A. I always get this one wrong. Then we have hypo operations. There we go. Which would be C up arrow A, which is equal to B. You can think about them as, well, powers. You have A to the power B is equal to C, then C root B is equal to A, and logarithm C A is equal to B. Those are the three operations. Hyper operations, hypo operations, hyper operations, anti-hypo. Now, we can describe them a bit differently. Because we know what hyper operations look like in terms of, for example, multiplication, right? We have them over here. And these. Actually, these are a bit clearer. I really like that, yeah, they all on the same point. And so because of that, now we could try to define anti-operations. So, I might actually be learning. Don't get too excited yet. It's still me who's doing the stream, so you probably are not learning. Oh, you didn't specify something useful. Oh, never mind. Then actually, that actually could be true. Names, but which names? Because I actually should probably fix that then. Notation, because the purpose of notation naming is to make things more understandable. So if the names were throwing off, then that's probably that's actually probably I should probably fix that then. What was I doing? Like, I'm easily distracted, you know, in these short TikTok times. Anti-operation, yes. Anti-operation for A, B is equal to C. That would be the same as A times B plus A, which is equal to C. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. So now, what do we need in order to get the anti-operation, which is this. Anti-operation, which is C, B, and A, which means in order to get C down arrow is equal to A, we need to put C first, and then somehow transform this in order to get the A. Which means if we subtract A on both sides, well, actually, I feel like I should do it over here. That seems simpler. Alright. Up arrow, that would be up arrow, C and A. As a reference, this would be A. Alright. Now subtract A on both sides, subtract C on both sides, and divide by A. No, it's actually way more messy than I expected. think I'll just divide by a. You can take a out this, plus 1. Like this then. Is there something wrong with me? Because this seems like a very simple equation to solve. What's wrong with me? Well, now we know that there are... Well, now, first of all, we know that... Nothing. We know nothing, actually. Over here it should be C. Down arrow A is equal, down arrow B is equal to A. Seems simple. It should be simple. I'm just messing something up. C divide by A... No. Oh, divide by b plus 1. That's what I'm missing. I'm such an idiot. Obviously. C divide by b plus 1. Ah, it's embarrassing that I missed that. Okay, so now we see something interesting. Because this could be generalizable. Forecasting models. I am not really. I'm mostly, well, I'm a bit of a Sunday mathematician at best. There we go. Alright. Now, in order to actually check if this works, we should do it some more on triple operation to actually check how it can be generalized. Also reading tetration on Wikipedia. Yeah, as you can see on Wikipedia, we know almost nothing about tetration. Oh no, I'm the type of person to go to type in the entire wikipedia.org instead of look it up on Google like normal. Okay, tetration. As you can see, first of all, there's no standard notation too, which is just upsetting. And the arrows notation, that's where I got the idea for the hyperoperation notation. Also, the reason why it's not as useful, tetration, is that the numbers get really big really quickly and it's kind of pointless. For example, 2 to the third tetrated, right, would look like this. Okay, first of all, 2 to the second tetrated. Excuse me? Python.exe. No, Python. Okay, there we go. Just an error in the beginning. Yeah, that's... There we go. 2 tetrated to the second, that's 4. 2 tetrated to the third, that's 16. 2 tetrated to the fourth, 5,000. And to the fifth, it gets pretty large pretty quickly. So yeah. That's why tetration isn't really used that often. It's kind of hard to find a use for something when 3 to the third tetrated was, okay, this 3 to the third is already a number like this. It's, yeah. That's why it's not as useful, unfortunately. That and the fact that, you know, no one ever found a use for it. Anyway, a to the power b times a is equal to c. Right away we could do it. Oh no, we cannot use standard rules for exponent. No, we can. It should be just like this, right? Just in case I won't use that for now. Actually, we are using standard mathematical rules, which could be our downside, but alright. If we're going for it, then might as well go for it. Now, in order to get the form C, well, we would have to use a logarithm. Get a to the other side, right? Actually, no. Times a. When it comes to the anti-operation, we got the a out using, right, let me do a step by step over here. I'm looking for generalized rules for it somehow. So a times B plus A is equal to C. Step by step. I mentioned, by the way, how happy I am with the audience on this channel. I just want to mention it right now, because here's the thing. I know I'm saying it again, but okay, last time I said it was on the 100th stream. I can repeat that. It's basically one of my greatest fears when I was doing videos. It was that I would just attract, well, kids. Let's be real. That I would just that people watching my channel would be just kids. I was really terrified of that because that would suck. A man who is an influencer can only be defined by their audience, and I'm just glad that we have people like Deftao, Ali, or Greenfee Elliot here. That really keeps me going. So just thank you, lads, for being here. And now, first thing we did was extract the A. No, you have no idea how scared of that I am, okay? Well, first thing I want to say I was, but yeah, I am. And then we just divide on both sides by b plus 1. C, b plus 1. Now this operation can be, this operation is simple because this is just anti-operation on the same level, which basically means, not anti-operation yet. So if we were to put it into the same rules for this right here, right, then what we have to do first is extract the A, so that we would have A to the power b plus 1, yes. That's the same thing, good. I think, I know if you can see the similarity. B plus 1. And then we have to, over here we divide it on both sides. So over here we would have to root it on both sides, right? That makes... Yes. Something is genuinely wrong with me today. That is a simple that's a simple way to do it. That is a simple okay, doesn't matter. Lattice roots. I never remember how to do roots. That's a simple problem. What's up with me today? Okay, so Esquarati, yeah, because Lattice, this notation is always a bit weird. Okay, might also not work, it's fine. So what we get is C to the power of 1 divided by b plus 1. Can we see the similarity? I think I can see the similarity. Because in that case, that looks pretty solid. And drop the brackets too. That seems like a solid rule. If that's the case, we could define hyper-operations and anti-operations. Okay, so then if we were to you help me with, well, I listened to the stream. Oh yeah. Well, you know, unfortunately, I did say that before you made your video on audio, so it's not perfect. And before you will make your, you know, because the first one was the beginning, right? I'm pretty certain. Speaking of Turfpta, I know we heard about this lad. I don't know if you heard about this channel. It's a pretty cool channel. Pretty neat one. Pretty neat one. Video negative one, mate. Video negative one. That's a confident way to start the series. Wait, I didn't. Whoops. That's whoops. Didn't see that. I had this video like the entire time. Before number 0. That is, mate. You need more confidence. You're making great content. Not even content. You're making great stuff. You're the Midas of YouTube. Not even YouTube. You're the open bus. For frick's sake. For frick's sake, mate. You need more. If you can create something like this single-handedly. What you did? Yeah, but that's what the video 0 is for. For everyone watching this stream, I should mention, by the way, right now, I should probably mention, now Tefta right here, very humble, so wouldn't tell you himself, is the same person that created Open Muscle, and made everything, by the way. Open Muscle, you can read over here, what but this actually tells you nothing. This actually tells you nothing about the entire thing, because Open Muscle is basically responsible for creating open source and open hardware. Well, not even prosthetics, everything for prosthetics. It's as you can see, organization for creating open source and open hardware. Yeah. But Tefta is unfortunately too humble. You need someone like me. You need someone like me who has, no moral compass, nothing like that, to tell all these sort of things. Alright. Back to the actually interesting stuff, like math. So, okay, if this is the thing, then we could generalize it even more to something like this, and to something like this. This, in this case, would be tetration. So, in that case, we would have a way to create every single anti-operation based on a hyper-operation. Which is actually more than we try to achieve. I don't know if you remember the negative numbers. No, not negative numbers, negative function. Is it even here? I don't think it is here. It's in the older paper. Now that's good. In this case, I'm just thinking, is there a way for us to generalize hyperoperations too? So for example, A plus B would be then equal to C in the same way as, okay, I should first probably stop talking before I'm starting the next sentence. That would be better for the readability of the stream, considering it is supposed to be viewed and not read. As I said, I have gone insane. Times and plus A. They say, nah, too late for that. I already have programmed in C. That's what I'll be blaming. Times. And one more up arrow. And all of it to the... all of it? Oh, cumulativity. Oh, I forgot about that. No, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that problem. Oh, but this time it's not cumulative from the start. Oh, I made the program worse. Oh, I made the program. And the program in kernel. The operating kernel. Oh yeah, I remember that. I think. Wait, I think. The GTA. I don't even remember exactly. No, it was Civilizations. Okay, I'm pretty certain that was either right after we started the game or at the end of when we were waiting, which means from hour and a half up to 3 hours, I think. Now, okay, that's actually still a lot of footage to go through. Now this is quality content. I always love when which one? Oh, which live stream? Because I'm pretty certain that was the 310 videos. My goodness, I should get a life. So I'm pretty certain it was the 100th, right? I think. I definitely. Why is it so quiet? Oh, oh my. You have. Okay. Well, there. Okay. My headphones. Okay, never mind. If you are 100, 101. I think it was 100 because I feel like told me this on voice chat. Yeah, I think we had. Then did the thing. Now I have to choose for myself. Well, it's tempting to play Germany because it's like my main thing. Oh, it's not new. It's so young and stupid back then. Biggest victim I think I've ever seen quantum computers. There is a lot of videos actually explaining how quantum computers work, but there's also a lot. Oh, I sound so annoying on double speed. Ah, that was last week. Listen, time is relative. If time is relative, I just wanted to mention that. Oh, okay. I just made the connectivity problem worse. Ah, why am I like this? I just made this worse. You also sound drunk. Listen, I am a firm believer of the fact that I always sound drunk. Videos which are just I don't even know what. I am the firm believer of the fact that I always. Everyone does when they are slowed down. Listen, I can sound drunk when I'm sped up. Now, oh damn it! Damn it! I'll be during the stream, and now I really want to do. Now I really want to do medicine. Ah. Oh, but the medicine thing is going to be. No, we're not. I'm not doing that. Also for quantum physics. Hi there, Elliot. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Hi. That's not right. Hello everyone, my name is Make It, and my talent is being able to sound drunk no matter what I do. Would you believe that I'm actually not a drinker? I don't drink. I don't drink any alcohol or anything like that. I'm too easily addicted to stuff for me to drink alcohol. But that still doesn't stop me. But I don't drink. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol, but that won't stop me from starting the Make It Builds a Weapon video like this. Because I am dedicated to the craft. YouTube, no, I didn't drink those. Just in case you were wondering, I was sober. You're Polish, so I find it hard to believe. Listen. Did you pull this out? Fuck no, obviously. No. You know how much money that would cost? Mate. Listen, my bank account has 3 digits and 2. Whoa, that's not 2. My bank account has 3 digits and 2 of them are cents. So, mate, no. I don't know if you remember. About 3 streams ago, I've run out of money because I couldn't give. I was trying to give $5 to slice of pie and I couldn't. Obviously, that would be so expensive. I just rescued them. That would be so. Oh, that would be so. I do love the fact that the thing that I'm offended by is just the idea of wasting all that money. But I still have them in case I will need them for some future videos. And obviously I will. My channel is just one big drunk science. Also, I love the information. I don't understand that. My best videos get the least views. Humanity's Last Invention has 600. I made this video in 30 hours. I spent a week on making the build a weapon. I made this video in 30 hours. 31. Well, yeah, but you know, it would have been 29 if not for the fact the outro was getting, rendered. Yeah, this one is the most viewed. This video sucks. No, but yeah, I don't understand. The first one, yeah, the first one's a joke. Imaginary numbers are just as complex as real numbers. Recently, I made a playlist. By the way, can I mention the fact that I just so smoothly went from talking about science to talking about myself because I just love talking about myself. That's that was smooth. Oh, I'm live. That's anyway. I recently made this playlist, top 8 movies, videos all time, and you can see there's only one video here which has triple digits. I voice to find the kernel. More 3D Make It. Oh, 3D Make It, by the way. Yeah, I did see your message. It's kind of funny because I'm not an animator. I might use it. I might use 3D Make It soon, some more video. And it's also a funny story. You will learn about this in 2 days. Tefta already knows about this because Tefta wasted his money on me. Very irresponsible, Tefta. How dare you? That's so silly. It's wasting a lesson, mate. You're wasting your money on me. That's 3D Make It will save as well. But that is actually pretty funny because in the most recent video. Okay, I'll get back to science soon. But in the most recent video, I did the animation over here. Only due to their intelligence. Alright, shut it. I hate myself so much. This annoying voice. This animation, right, was on for what? It's like 4 seconds in total? 6 seconds around. Something around that. Around 6 seconds. And was it's around 6 seconds. Oh, I just overwrote the thing. I didn't mention save, I meant to open. Oh well, that's why I always have backup. It's not the full backup, but the rest is just setting up the environment, so it's not tough. Yeah, I can't undo, but I mean, I made the environment in an hour. Environment is really easy to make. What's going on with the animation here? Why is no? No, I deleted the animation. Okay, so back to science. Anyhow. Almost a gigabyte. Yeah, it's pretty large. It's 7 hours, so it's pretty large. Oh, music is off. Yep. Oh, Hiding in the Blue. I remember that song came out. Oh yes. always when I'm off stream, I love singing while I was doing stuff because, as I said, at this point I am insane. I just have a mannequin in my room with which I converse about stuff regarding my videos. But I really often like to sing when I'm doing stuff. The problem is that I'm terrible at it. I'm just horrible. It's fun, but it's a horrible thing to listen to. But at the same time, because of that, I just know by heart every single song by Stipendium. And polar coordinates. Wait, polar coordinates aren't that tough. Unless you're talking about something different, but polar coordinates aren't tough. It's... Yeah, polar coordinates are just angle and right. Oh yeah, polar coordinates aren't tough. You can see very nice application of them actually in imaginary numbers, because here's the thing. When you have actually, I don't know if, how should I, okay, is that Blender. When in doubt, use Blender. Alright, now when we have complex numbers, right, like this, as red and green, yeah, okay, so now give me a second to explain why polar coordinates are awesome. Alright, yeah, this is how the setup for most of the scenes in my videos looks like. Never meet your heroes. Anyway, so when we have polar coordinates, because here's the thing, imaginary numbers work in a very simple way. We have the real number line, which means this number would be 0, then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, obviously. And we have imaginary number lines. This number would be 0, 1i, 2i, 3i, 4i, 5i, so on. Now, we can obviously combine them to get something like, I don't know, 2 plus 1i, or maybe negative 3 plus negative 3 minus 2i, or maybe 2 minus 5i, something like that. We can combine the complex numbers. But the thing about complex numbers is that complex numbers love rotation. They just absolutely love it. If you think about that, if this, okay, I should add probably text to it, so that if this is 1, this is I, this is negative I, and this is negative 1, then we know that I is equal to square root of negative 1, right? Which means if we multiply, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you multiply 1 by I, you get I. If you multiply I by itself, well, square root multiplied by itself is equal to this number, so that would be negative 1. If you multiply negative 1 by I, well, that's just negative I. And if you multiply negative I by I, then I times I, that gives us negative 1, and negative 1 times negative is equal to 1. So complex numbers have this really nice thing with rotation. They really love rotation. And because of that, it's really often more convenient to use polar coordinates, which would be look like this. What you do instead of using normal stuff, instead, is you get plane. You weren't expecting me to explain it on stream, I understand that, but you know, that's actually a very neat piece of math and I really like it. I really like this one. So polar coordinates look like this. You take this length and that's your R, so over here. This is your R, and this angle right here, which, what should I use for this angle actually? There we go, graphics for the next video done! Elliot, you surely were expecting me to explain it on stream, by the way. Angle is the argument, we'll get to that soon, because there is actually a very nice way to calculate it. Like, there we go. And this would be the angle. Now, angle would be equal to theta. Because scientists, for some reason, Love Greece. There we go. Theater. Now, why is that useful? It just seems like we redefined two things, right? We just defined them differently. That seems kind of pointless. First of all, Yola, that's the first reason. I said that so wrong. Obviously, there is this beautiful gentleman who is just the best mathematician. I don't think that's even a hot take. It's just whenever you are trying to do anything advanced with mathematics, Yola always comes up. Yola and Fourier, the two chads of math, responsible for the beautiful constant E too. Okay, I should probably did this. Beautiful constant E, that's Yola, and also responsible for almost anything to do with E. Now, beautiful man. Yeah, it's Chad. It's an absolute. Really? Now you just let me. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, let me check one thing actually. Okay, doesn't matter. Oh no, my IP address! Dang it! I've been doxed, not again. I have to change places again. Yeah, it's very sad. I've been. Dang it! Oh no, it's been working out so well. Anyhow, Yola. I will call him Yola because I think that's a very fun pronunciation. So, okay, realize that if we were to be really smart, we could do some more equations. Like, for example, e to the negative pi I, which is equal to -1. A famous equation. A rather famous one. And what does it mean? Well, it's actually in e to the negative pi I is actually not as interesting. What's interesting is e to the negative xi, which is equal to z. This is way more interesting. Idea looks like this. If you take, let me just remind you, this is the equation, right? E to the negative xi. You take this equation and as you increase, well, not negative, yeah, that's e to the xi, obviously, not negative. Oh yeah, that's actually fair. That's actually a good point. Anyway, the basic idea, you take that equation, and as you increase the x, the point you start over here, the point rotates that equation. Now the reason why it's cool that the point rotates is that you can use that to define a lot of very useful mathematical functions. For example, you probably heard of this little tiny function called sinus and cosine. Sine and cosine, two relatively famous, right? Sine and cosine. Z, let's be professional. Sine of z and cosine of z. Now, let's see if I can do it from memory, because if I can do it from memory, wouldn't that be sick? E to the negative, wait, no, e to the iz minus e to the negative iz divided by 2i. If I got this right, then I'm a real nerd. Where's sine? Complex numbers. Did I? Oh, I got. Oh no. Oh, I'm such a. Oh no. Feels bad. It feels bad to be this much of a nerd. Yeah. So basically, remember that one kid who always asked, "But when are we going to use it in real life?" Yeah, right on math lessons. I wasn't the one. That was not me, because I'm learning stuff like this, so I clearly. No disrespect. But basically, here are the sine and cosine, right? Now here's something that could be interesting to look at. Let's, for no reason at all, let's for absolutely no reason, take them and do cosine plus I sine. Let's take an equation like this. It seems pointless, right? I mean, why would we take an equation like this? Well, let's expand it and let's see. There is a reason for why we take an equation like this, but let's say there is no reason and we're just having fun, because that's my definition of fun. Now, what we can do is we can, well, solve it. So, first of all, over here, what we could do, well, we could just take the, oh, wait. Elliot. Elliot, I'm trying to explain the reason behind those formulas. Is it plus? It is plus, okay. I'm trying to explain the reason behind these formulas. If we take those, first of all, we can see that I cancels out very nicely. And then what we can do is we can... Did I get that right? Yes, I did, okay. I genuinely feel like I don't have enough oxygen at the moment. Because this equation is easy, I know that for a fact. First of all, we can take them separately. Oh yeah, obviously, I'm such an idiot. We can just take them separately. E to the iz. And as you can see, they are all divided by 2, so I just moved them. Now this one is e to the negative iz minus e to the negative iz. I do want this, yeah. But there is a really nice meaning behind them, basically. That's my point. So here's the thing. These ones will get to 0, right? That's 0. You subtract the thing from itself. Over here, this would be just equal to 2 times e to the iz, which means we can cancel out the 2. And what we are left with is exactly e to the iz. What's really nice about this is that we can take the entire thing and you can just do it like that. Now, why is that useful? Well, it is useful because if you remember, imaginary numbers love rotation. And right now, what we just basically created is a way to turn this... I guess we might have not created a way yet. I guess I jumped the gun a bit there. Also, cosine of z, that's should be mentioned. Here's the thing. So now we created this really neat equation. Now, e to the iz, if you remember, if we increase the z, goes around. And e to the pi I, right, is equal to -1, which means pi gives us 180 degrees rotation. Or in other words, a pi of rotation, I was never good at rotational mathematics, so radians are just, radians are, oh, it's Google again. Anyhow, long story short, I'll skip over the not interesting part here, which is, well, doesn't know with radians. Yeah, I really don't. It's radiant. Well, I mean, I do know radians. I know what they are. They are, well, they are objectively better than degrees. I can calculate stuff with radians, but I don't know the graphical interpretation of radians because, yeah, I know that, but radian, I remember radian was, here's the thing. Radians just are very not intuitive because if you take a piece of a circle, right? If you have a circle, there we go. 1 radian would be a line length of 1 over here. And it always rubbed me wrong because I just always assumed it would be pi. And because of that, there's not only an irrational number of radians in a circle, there's a transcendental amount of radians in a circle. 2 pi of radians in a circle, which is off. It feels wrong. to have a unit which, when you add it up in a simple object, is transcendental. And then, based on that, we can create this really neat equation. And then we get all of the... we get polar form of everything. Oh, by the way, when you asked me, yeah, I totally forgot to mention that, yeah, I did the polar form in paper. And addition in polar form is not existing, whilst the rest are quite horrible. Division is rather simple. Multiplication is also rather simple. And these are two forms of imaginary numbers. The interest levels are off the charts. Alright, now let's get into calculus. I should finish epsilon delta. 5 years. 5 years is very high for me. I don't understand why. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Alright, so I feel like I should take this time to tell you a thing or two about quantum physics. So quantum mechanics is a very interesting thing, you see. I feel like we should start with the Schrödinger's equation. What a perfect place to start. So, separation of variables in Schrödinger's equation. No. Alright, it's enough. It's enough of quantum physics and math. Oh no. I genuinely really want to get a move on medicine. The problem is, I'm pretty certain I cannot show you the book on stream, right? I cannot show you Grey's Anatomy on stream. I can show you the old one, but the old one as well, it's not great. Because I have two versions of Grey's Anatomy. How old is it? The old one? The old one is very old. The new one is... well, new one is I think 37th edition, so it's relatively fresh. This is the old one. Which is, you know, copyright free, which is nice. Oh, Warbring, yes! It's not that old, it's only 1924. It's, you know... I'm here for the medicine. Listen, you are definitely not here for the medicine explained by me, considering that I don't know medicine. I always find it so hard. It's like... soon I'll be doing stuff with electricity. Well, not quite electricity. With building something with... I genuinely forgot the word. Well, with Raspberry Pi. What's... electronics. Wow, that took me a super... Okay, another sip of coffee. Denial is the best strategy. Alright. So soon I'll be doing something with... don't know everything. No, but here's something you have to understand. I soon will be doing things with Raspberry Pi. And I feel like I will be doing them on stream. Coffee so bad. I feel like I will be doing them on stream. The problem is, if I'll do them on stream, Tifta will join. Now Tifta has a hobby of doing things with electronics. And the problem is that I would then, you know, be doing a live stream about something to an audience who's better than me at this thing. That's my issue. That is the problem. That's you have no idea how scary it is. Because as a YouTuber, you know, I need this. My ego, right, requires me to be better than people and to let them know that I'm better. Because I am. Let's be real. We all can agree here, right? Thousands of things. Yeah, but you know, using them in general, of course, yeah. I still dislike this emoji so much. To info math and you abusing stuff. Oh yeah, because MicroPython, that's what it uses. Oh yeah. I just really want to get into, well, electronics and medicine. Those are the two things I really want to do. That's in many areas. Will I though? Will I though? I mean, yeah. Not smart. I'm not smart, I'm just lonely. Blender 3.5. Here's the thing. Space, life, and time is kind of useless right now. And by kind of, I mean completely. It has a. I was really trying to make it, huh? Good. I was really trying to turn it into information dense paper, which means there are only 40 pages, but those 40 pages explain. Not smart, just lonely. Those 40 pages are really dense with knowledge. There's a lot of things going on here. You can get expected values, right? Like quantum mechanics. When it comes to quantum mechanics, this entire intro course on quantum mechanics in the first, how many? Okay, you can have entire course into as an intro to quantum mechanics in just 7 pages. 7 because math is also kind of a big deal. So that's the first thing, that's good at it. The second good at it. Wow, this... Make it! Get it together. So, second thing, which is kind of useful, is that I create graphics. And with medicine, I'm really looking forward to that, because medical models are expensive. My goodness, have you seen those? Anatomy model 3D. Please don't give. Please give me. Please give me safe for walk. Safe for. That's the link of the car. Please give me safe for walk. Safe for walk. Safe for walk. Safe for walk. They are ridiculous. Yes, they cost like $400. It's insane. It is insane. So what I would like to do is I would like to make a model and then sell it for even more. Yeah, but for free, obviously. Open source. That's the idea. The problem is, in order to do this kind of model, I would have to, well, kind of trying to understand the thing first before. I already did, well, I already started. What starts to do? I already started a couple of them. Resources, yes. For example, cells. This is, you can see how sad my life is over here. This is with accurate scales. Model of a cell with accurate scales. Oh, that is... With accurate scale. Yeah, so I used it for the graphics, you might have seen it. So for example, over here, microtubules, if I'm not, yeah, microtubules. Oh no, it's a psyllium with microtubules inside. Problem is that Blender isn't really, well, there isn't a single software out there who's okay with dealing out with 3D at many different scales. For example, over here, this is tiny. This. Can I somehow like it in the middle? And this ruler next to it. Oh yeah, gaming skills are coming in handy right now. Go. And this line next to here, next to guys right here, this is 1 nanometer over here. Glycogen, like no. 1 nanometer. In comparison, this is 1 micrometer. So the scale differences are, well, pretty severe. Because of that, it's a very upsetting thing to model, because it requires a lot of delicate walk. Yep, no worries, Elliot. Good luck tomorrow. Alright. Oh, dang it. Ah, they know. They know I'm a bot. Ah, next time we'll get them. Next time we'll get them. One thing I actually wanted to do though is as a start for the medicine thing, is to create a cheat sheet of every single important term. Because there's so many. Okay, step by step. There are so many. Alright. Cheat sheet. Well, it's cheat. No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But I feel like it's a start for me because then at least I could understand what I'm reading. Alright, let's open up the Pandora's box. That's Grey's Anatomy. I have abstraction negative. Yeah, but I have it for a different reason. Whoa, I have actually a very good reason for this. You see, abstraction 1 is where things are considered alive. That's why it's 1. And then that's the reference point. Like, we don't know if quantum world is the smallest one out there, right? We are guessing that that's the case. We are pretty certain, but maybe it's not. Maybe there will be abstraction negative 3. I have to be prepared. Just in case. Alright. That would be a great drinking game. Read a medical book and every single time there's a word you don't understand, just take a shot. You should do Raspberry Pi's videos though. Ah, don't you... You that little devil on my shoulder. Streams, I might. I just have to set up my GoPro, and then I will. Don't worry. But it will be Patreon only. And only for the higher tiers. You have to pay me $64 for this. All right, let's do the more boring kind of drinking game without the actual drinking. CD desktop projects, space, life, and time. I'm pretty certain over here we have some useful programs for this that I made. Yeah, as you can see, it's very impressive. It took me 3 days to make, or whatever. It's clickbaity. So, this is a simple thing. And the entire thing is, it just puts words in alphabetical order. So, I can, it's simpler that way. Python, checkmed. How am I in this folder? How did I end up here? CD, space, life, and time. No. Now, let's do it! Neurons. Any ideas on how can I do... Okay. Is my channel big enough to get copyright striked? Well, I mean, I'm only showing a few pages. That sounds like a very bad defense. Maybe? Thank you for reassuring me to that. That's... Okay. Okay. Oh, there's the keto in my room, and I recently... I don't have my burn anymore. I feel comfortable knowing yes or no. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, you know what? I think there's only one responsible way to settle this. There's only one responsible way to know if that's if that's allowed or not. I'm guessing I have to solve captcha first. There's only one way to check. Damn it! Ali! You stole the joke from me. I was literally going to look up coin flip. Alright, yes, that's the only way to do it. Heads or tails? Let's do heads. Heads, I divide the screen into grace, the convenience program, and paper. And tails, I don't know, I'll figure something out. And then I can say, in my defense, YouTube, I did flip a coin. Don't worry about that, I'm just a bot. We can talk about some other stuff in the meantime. So, yeah. Balls are crazy round, am I right? Cups are cool. I'm just taking random stuff I have on my table right now. Batteries are great. Or grabbing the text from stream. How? Okay, I might be a bot. At this point, I may be maybe I'm a droid. Maybe I am a droid. I don't know. Hundreds of years of gaming, and where that bring me? Yes! Good at this. Oh, it's already flipping. That's heads. Well, you know what they say. If you have a life crisis, if you have a problem, then just flip a coin. It will always point you the best decision. The heads was actually bring on the stream. Checkmate over here. Down here, because I don't know my alphabet. Yeah, that's not a skill I there we go. That seems nice. Okay, I'll keep it small for the benefit of the doubt. From that coin. Wait. Okay, there's an issue for me. I know. Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once? Have you seen this thing? This movie? Not yet. Well, I have no. Okay, yeah. This is already going great. All right. Next time, a bit more cooperation will be fine, but it's fine. Okay. So now that you all answered not, let me get out of the situation by saying neurons will. Yeah, every single time. Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Because it's every single time it's spelled like that. I think it's every single time. It's not that they spelled it wrong. It's how they spell it. I think is it British? Maybe, I don't know. Is it? Because wait, neurons. Excuse me? Because I know that I've been corrected every single time I spell it a different way. Now it's not a problem. You've been screaming at me for the past month about spelling neurons with an E, and you just... Oh, you love Britain? Ooh, that's awkward. Oops. You love... that's awkward. We over here make it... Brit, no, not really our thing. You should have seen... Oh, you really should have seen the 100 live stream I did. Oh, there were so many... Because we are playing Civilizations. Civilization 6, you should have seen how many Britain jokes I managed to get. It was wonderful. There's so many don't want to get cancelled, but yeah, but I mean, listen. I get it. If you're insulting Italian people for being Italian, yeah, that is wrong. If you're insulting Brazilian people for being Brazilian, that's wrong. But insulting British aren't people. You just have to remember that British, they aren't really people. Giving them human rights. That's a bit of an overkill, isn't it? That's. By the way, can we for a second appreciate how insane the fact is that some people actually think British are real? Like, come on. Yeah, they're just magic. These magic creatures who just live on an island in the middle of Europe. There are no islands. There are no other big islands in Europe, but Britain all of a sudden just appeared there. And then from that little island, they colonized the entire world. Yeah, like British are real. Come on. Yeah, and what there are 4 nations on that island, right? Except one is on the other island, and they are all British, except they are all different kind. Come on, grow up. Like British are real. And just to prove my point, let me just. Something. Was not here. Yeah, British. Nah, they aren't real. And just to prove the point.
United Kingdom is not a real place. Grow up. Don't let the government spoon feed you lies.
United Kingdom is not a real place. Grow up. Don't let the government spoon feed you lies.
United Kingdom is not a real place. Grow up. Don't let the government spoon feed you lies.
United Kingdom is not a real place. Grow up. Don't let the government spoon feed you lies.
Hey guys.
Oh wait, that's wrong one. Whoops. Yeah, that's how I spent my free time. Time well spent. Anyhow, we also think about the same thing about French, with one issue being. So here's the thing. I don't actually know if you are on the Discord server, because, well, I don't know if you're there, but on our Discord server, I have a separate channel. My goodness, Discord, please move. There's a separate channel over here. No, wait, over here. Just memes about France. And things like, do not speak French. That's good, right? And things like that. What's very funny about that is that I I do these sort of things about France all the time, yet Elliot, who is the head moderator on the server, is French. The lovely lad who joined the stream. And just so you know, it's not that I'm doing it behind his back. Oh no, I am doing it in front of his face. You should know that. So on the server, there is the rule that basically, if you can make fun of France, it is actually not only permitted, it would be recommended to make fun of France. But please do note that 1/3 of the moderation is French. So, by the way, where are you from, Ali? It's mandatory. Oh, that's a very tempting rule to add, mandatory French aid. I think I sent something over. Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't know if I should show these secret channels. Would you look at that? For money, you can get access to them. America. Oh! So I really am getting American crowd. That's good. I was kind of scared of getting European crowd. Yuck, am I right? So my fellow Americans... I'm surely American. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That would be silly if yeah, I'm said 100%. Come on. I would never be from Europe. Imagine being from Europe. Europe is such a cringe country. Am I right? Okay, I don't actually know how to. I started this joke thinking there would be some kind of punchline at the end, but then I just kept going and couldn't find anything. Boston. I still remember that lad who joined the stream and told me I had a British accent. Oh, that was a day to live. That is the day to remember. I mean, he was wrong. Let's be real, but still. Mr. Man, I still remember that. Anyway, okay, I should probably stop daydreaming. Was insulting. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Let's be real. We can all let's address the elephant in the room. My accent is terrible. And an Boston accent. With I'm I'm actually kind of scared of looking it up. It wasn't so because, yeah, as I said, let's be real. My accent is terrible. What really sucks about the fact is that English is the language which I speak the most. As I said, me being lonely was not a joke. The thing is, I don't really talk that much outside from videos and streams. So English is my most often used language, and it is my best language. But at the same time, it still sucks, which means, well. My brain is small. When I started learning English, rest of my... Okay, but this time my stuttering is actually caused by something else. I feel I have a cast. Makes you sound like you are smarter, at least to my American ears. Ah, yes, the psi function, when integrated, leaves you with a probability density function, and basically it's pretty simple. If you just take the partial derivative in relation to time, then you will get, if you apply the separation of variables on the Schrödinger's equation, you will emerge with the psi function, which is the function of, and the yes, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm googling it. Can I Google that on stream? Too late. Well, I can't play it. Let's see.
I said, bottom accents, say this phrase out loud. Earn, and earn. Hold on, earn. Aaron, earn, and iron, earn. Damn, what the fuck? We really talk like that? Earn. Earn, the iron, earn. What? Earn, the iron, earn. No, Aaron, earned, and iron, earn. Earn, the iron, earn. Dummy. Earn, and earn. Yo, what's earn? Dummy, it's not that, dummy. It's Aaron. It's earn, and iron, earn, dummy. Aaron, earn, and iron, earn. Earn, and iron, earn. And iron, earn.
That was a delight. Delightful. Alright. Aaron and an iron earn. I mean, that's, I don't know. I don't really. The problem with my accent is that I can hear it. That's what upsets me, because everyone got an accent, right? The thing is, most of the people are used to it. Because of that, they don't hear it. I hear mine. It's hell. Oh. Dislike that so much. The fact that you can hear your own accent, it's oof. You know that feeling that you get when you listen to your own voice being recorded. It's from voice. Yeah. Now imagine if your job is to record yourself, and then edit that and spend like 3 hours with that audio of yourself sounding like an idiot. Yeah. YouTubers, am I right? Just don't edit smile. The thing is, that's actually a bit of an interesting thing. For me, I genuinely think that the things I do that aren't edited might be better than most of the things that I do that are edited. Your voice, it's so annoying. Yeah, relatable. When I edit my voice, it's also so annoying. But, oh yeah, there's one more thing. Okay, let's do something silly. Let's do something silly because doing normal stuff clearly isn't really doing it for me. Let's do something rather silly. So here's the thing. Tifta is really good at graphics. Well, because, yeah, Tifta is a standard in every fucking field in existence, so obviously it's good at making graphics. But because of that, I have many custom-made emotes on the server. Well, not many. It's just I have some custom-made emotes on the server. And what can I... Okay, let's showcase them over here. Induces... Wait. That is up or down? Succeeds in persuading or influencing someone to do something. That's... Yes, so that's up. I don't like that. Elliot, you are getting demoted. Obviously. The thing is, I have a couple of custom-made emotes. For example, there is the emotes added by Soda, which all look like... where's the cow one? Cow? Was it cow? Which look like this. This is an emote made by Soda. You cannot see it. It's just a picture of a cow. Now that Soda got in the captcha. Do I have like a surgery room for testing? Commands. Yeah, good enough. That's what I dropped the channel on the beginning I created. So we have the cow. Those are kind of the Soda adds. Then there are the kinds that I add. For example, like money. Money is a very fun thing, very fun emote. There's then also, but why is that useful? Very relatable, very feeling we always get when Make It posts something we want to react with. But why is that useful? And then Tefta came along and made the most disliked emote by me when it comes to the message, but at the same time, the best fucking looking one, which is I am... Is it I am... What even... I don't use that even, because I don't like the message, but it looks so... Make it smart. Okay. Make it smarter disco. It looks so good. It is so good. The problem is that the message on this emote is I am smarter than you. Because it's from my quantum physics, I think, video. Where I was doing it. And it looks so fucking good. But I dislike the message. And because of that, I have to up my game right now. I have to change my other emotes. Now, I'm pretty certain I still have somewhere on my desktop. Such a good... Oh, you mean, yeah, like, over here. This is the emote. That's such a good looking. Leave some skills for the rest of us, man. Yeah. Also, there is a rule that basically dictates that every member of administration gets their own cat emoji. That's also... wait, which one is... Cat 1? Cat 1. This is so that... This Elliot, no, I remember correctly. Yeah. It's tough, but fair. Now, do I have the money emoji anywhere? Can I download it? Time to use my hacker skills. very powerful hacker skills. Download an image. There we go. See, I am good at computers. Desktop, temporary stuff, web picture. Oh, why is the web picture? No, yuck. Yucky. Alright. Photoshop, because I am a professional. Love the name of that. Okay. Time to improve this emoji. First of all, I already have to redo the entire walk, because obviously. Okay, now here's the thing. Photoshop is really hard, and cutting things out is also very difficult. So if you have to rewatch this segment, it's completely fine. It's very difficult and it's a very difficult and complex process. So if you want to understand it, then it's completely fine. Okay, maybe I might have to do it manually. Wait, I don't remember this song. What? Oh yes, one of the new ones. Bolt kit. Alright. Alright now. Meant this. Can I? Okay, if we are doing this sort of a risky stream, right? Where we basically, if we are doing this sort of risky stream where we play games with YouTube, let's just say, then maybe we should go all the way. Maybe I should play Stupendium. Ah, but it feels so wrong. Okay. One song. Ah, no, sing it. No, there's not. Alright. Money. I feel like this is even better. Alright. I love when Photoshop works. I feel like this is a much more usable thing because earlier on, money had no text. It was just an emote money. If you didn't know that was the money emote, okay, I'm very bad at the which there's like there isn't a single place where I can put this. By the way, why is the text so scared of me? What do I do? Don't be afraid. Be not afraid. I feel like Photoshop is a bit bugged. More tacky, but oh wait. I really want to MLG this now. Like completely MLG this emoji. Also, I feel like it seems a bit too high. Why is it shaky? It's scared of me. Like you should be. All right. Oh, I can just blur this. Tefta, you're talented. Tell me a secret. No, that's not. I'm so bad at making thumbnails and stuff. I'm good at making clickbaity ones because it's easy, but I don't want to make clickbaity thumbnails. I mean, I do have to look in the mirror sometimes, right? It's already an unpleasant experience. As you can see, not this. I'm so proud of this. Not a single clickbait thumbnail. Okay, this one is kind of, but that's only because I really wanted to make it quick. Huh? Okay, make it. I really wanted to make it quick because I only had, well, I was racing against the clock with this video. Not a single clickbait. This thumbnail sucks. That's why I remade the video. Okay, maybe this one, maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's a very not Fat Rat-like song. Or maybe a very Fat Rat-like song. Alright. I want you both to pick a number from 1 to 11. Okay. Because I have an idea. No, actually, I should show only up to 5. That's enough. Tehtä. Also, yeah, over here I do have a playlist which is called Doki Doki Literature Club, in which the only song is Doki Doki Literature Club, which I listen to on repeat. Because I am sane. Tehtä. I feel like I really often genuinely feel like I'm just the comic relief character. That I mean I actually that's a very that is a great thing to be. That's my goal one day. One day I would just want to be that funny scientist. That's my goal in life. You know, the one. No, okay. I'm Tehtä. Listen, I'm out of comedic material. I've been running on no steam for the past half an hour. Okay, you have to chime in. Mate, my comedy meters are through the floor. Okay, come on, give me a number from 1 to 11. Intensely. 7. Okay, so if my math is correct, that's 4 plus 7 is at least 9. And lower than 15. Something like that, right? I don't know. Is it? And I'm not good at math. At least, yeah. I am good at math. Alright, so let's say it's 11 for the sake of this argument. Which one's 11? 11 is Find the Keys 2020 Tour Master. Ooh, Out of Darkness is a bit better. Nah, it's a mid pick. Yeah, that was my argument all along. I don't know if I should. I wanted to, because here's the thing: the first time, if I finally break it, if I finally were to play, right, some Stupendium songs, then that would be the big break, and then I could start doing I could start playing Stupendium songs. Problem is, it's really hard because I feel like I'm stealing content. And I'm not fine with that. Yep, no worries, I'll wait. So, in the meantime, while we wait, let's code chat in PHP, because I should fix that. Should do at least one thing today. Wait, this actually would be wrong. Always putting the links to something. Yeah, but here's the thing. It's the stealing part depends on how much work was done. Done. that was not done to make the content, right? So, for example, if someone were to steal a model I made, description chat. Oh yes, oh yes. By the way, if you want me to remake that model, I will. Yeah, because if there's some problems, then you know. Oh my goodness gracious me. Wait, what are you using for this design actually? A program. Hexagonal circle now. Fusion's 360. Might need something like that. Oh, it's Autodesk. Ooh. Well, maybe maybe I don't need it. No, never mind. I feel like maybe I don't need it. Maybe it's not necessary for yeah, Blend is fine. Oh, it is free. Oh, never mind. I do need it. Okay, yeah. I need it so badly. Stay. Oh, what? That is tough. Wait. Am I seeing? There are 4 digits there, right? That I'm not seeing. That wait. There are 4 digits there, right? That's so much money. That's insane. Per year, yeah, but that's so much money. Oh man. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of features, I suppose, but students and non-profit use it for free. What? Damn it! I actually needed to. Remember that shop I wanted to open? Yeah, I kind of can't use that then, because okay, I can show you. Make like 5k. Well, I won't make 5k. That's certain. But is it in the rules? My goal. Here's the thing. Okay, I should probably explain what I'm trying to do. Yeah, Tefta, you're a patron, so I can explain it to you, and Ali, you seem trustworthy, yeah, so I can show you that too. Because here's the thing. Remember the shop that I was talking about, the shop thing that I wanted to do. Well, it's shop thing. I just wanted to start a business, right? A shop business with merch. But at the same time, I didn't want it to be a boring kind of merch, boring, useless one. So instead, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make some special battery chargers, which would be sick actually, because I have a plan for them to not only be useful but also be fun. I'll design some t-shirts. I mean, might as well be profiting. But the idea looks like this. I would design this battery charger. I would go find an investor, and if everything goes according to plan, then I will make no profit from it. The plan is to basically end up without any losses on this. That's the plan. And I think it would be very fun if I could pull it off. Because when it comes to pieces for them, the biggest problem would be the... Oh! Damn it, I just dropped a knife. Don't mind that, I'm just, it's my thinking knife. It's... Throw it when I think. Doesn't matter. So, I just really want to do it. It seems like it's such a fun thing to do. The biggest problem is the cost of the injection molding bulk. That's the issue. I don't know how much would that cost, because the way I'm looking at it, because here's the thing, I wouldn't have to pay anything for building it, right? I would just do it myself. So the only 4 things that I will have to buy is, first of all, the outside. Second of all, Raspberry Pi Pico, which costs $1 per unit when buying 100 or more. So yeah, that seems pretty cheap. And the third thing, wait, yes, the casing, Raspberry Pi, and third, which is all the small equipment. RP2040, yes, RP20. I found RP2040 on Alibaba, obviously, because I mean, if it's open source, might as well buy it from here. No, how about no? How about high performance? I found one link in bulk. No, it's not this one. That's certain. Shopping. Thing is, I just found in bulk. Okay, these are all a bit. No. An RGB little board. Lord son. And so yeah, I wanted to try with some Raspberry Pi's Pico first. Get myself, familiar with the equipment. Might actually do a stream about those tomorrow. Because I should set up a camera first. SP32S2. So it should be a very cheap charger, considering that's a relatively cheap one. I feel like I clicked the wrong link. Yeah. The thing is, I might need networking on this. Well, where's my dyslexia? There we go. And I'm pretty certain, yes, the graphics are telling me the truth. I have a screen or something. Cheapest. Oh, well, I mean, you are the expert on this, so it would be rather foolish to ignore that. Yeah. The thing is, I'm looking for bulk then. This would be very fun. I would have to also find like, not a sponsor, an investor. Marketing as mass product. I love that. Oh, but that looks so. Oh, and there's V. That's neat. That looks so professional. Need the microcontroller to do. Charging. No. I will build the charging circuit myself. Because the fun thing about charging is, let me actually show you. But first, I should probably resume the music. Let me actually show you. Oh, that's the wrong Firefox. I have 3 Firefoxes. Oh, it's this one, obviously. Zooming on it. Give me a second. I just have to clean up the. All right. So, as is. Okay, make it first. Think about what you're about to say, then say it. So, as with all things, obviously there are some crazy impressive blogs out there about charging batteries. And what I realized about these charging methods and everything like that is, well, here's the thing. You have 3 goals. Charging, so getting a charge on the battery, optimizing the charge rate, stabilizing, and knowing when to stop. Now here's the thing. All of those most of those don't really require different circuits. They can operate on the same circuit. It's just you need to know when to stop, what rate to add, and well, you can see the goals. So here's the thing. Over here should be some kind of graph of not this one, I think, or maybe actually that one. So this one. Over here you can see. No, not this one. I think the graph that I'm looking for was from a different side. Oops, give me one more second. Oh, I've tipped that. Oh, Tiff, I have your stream open. I have so many things open. One of them has to be the right one. Okay, one of them might be the right one. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's Wikipedia. Oh, that's. Oh. Yeah, I do. Anyway, nickel metal hydride batteries, and over here you can see this. This tells you the voltage of a battery in comparison to its charge, right? And so here's the thing. This is the issue. Basically, for different batteries, do you have different methods of detecting when the battery is fully charged? Right? For example, for some batteries, when it's fully charged, if you overcharge it, the voltage drops. That's how you know you should stop charging. For other batteries, it stays constant. So if you just use this green method for the blue battery, then, well, best case scenario, you will lose some of its maximum charge. And because of that, you need different methods for different batteries. Now, here's the thing. If you have a Raspberry Pi that would control the entire circuit, then you could use the same circuit for different batteries, because, well, Raspberry Pi can control it. And because of that, if you have Wi-Fi, then you can get a site for it, so that, you know, you start the charger. You might have some buttons to select, you know, which kind of charging you want to do, but for greater control, you can just go over here and, you know, go into, I don't know, it will be battery charger dot charging dot thingy. Well, first you have to connect to the Wi-Fi from the charger, and then you go on the site and it works. Hopefully, I don't know, we shall see. That's the basic idea for it. Also, it's really cool because then you could see statistics for your batteries. You could see how much they are getting charged. You could see their, you know, full capacity and stuff like that. You could see the stats for your batteries. Yeah, it would be rather fun. And what the most annoying thing about that is that nothing is stopping me. I just suck. I recently the only thing I'm kind of afraid of is finding the investor. Like a coffee tin full. Okay, here's a question for you, Tefta. If I have a Raspberry Pi Pico, okay, I should probably send you an image too. Let me show you. Nope, that was my knife. Ah, damn it! Just knives are getting everywhere. Let me show you what I mean. you know that feeling when your knives are getting in the way. All right. Photo taken. Because what you basically you've shown, past tense of show, to show. You have shown, showed, shown. There's genuine debate about that. Has shown. Oh, I'm good at this. Okay. So you have basically shown me, well, this, right? So this is the professional version. Now here's my question to you. If, let me just send the image. Don't worry, I'll show it on stream too. Let's send it to make it. if I have a raspberry, which looks like two Raspberry Pi Picos, which look like where is it? General. Which look like this. Can I walk with them and learn the required things in order to do it with this? Like, can I, based on this, walk with this? Yeah, I will. Oh, so okay. So if I start doing stuff with these, then I will be able to buy these and do the same thing. Custom PCB, yeah, I know. There's this service which makes custom PCBs in bulk, right? PCBs in bulk. What was it called? Made in China? No, not that one. The one who was just made. Prototype, let's say for fan product. Yep. What was it called? The service for PCBs. PCBs. By custom made PCBs. Is this? Where's the? Yeah, I have a tiny breadboard. Size doesn't matter though. Size doesn't matter. So no. Tiny could be fine. GLC PCB. There we go. I'm present. That's the one. Yes. And over here, this is. I think that's what I'll use. Yeah, I know it's very doable. It's just the bottleneck of this project is me. That's what's terrifying. So if we go for, well, cheapest, this is the cheapest one, hopefully. Layers 2, yup. Dimensions, that doesn't matter. Quantity would be 125, I think. Sponsor for the PCB. I think, no, I mean, I think I'll get an investor, because that seems more professional. The dream would be to get an investor who would pay for, let's say, 1,000 units, because that would be so much fun. 1,500, like that. Prototype before small dash PCB. Small batch! This is small. Okay. Obviously, it's insane amount of money for me. They love to help YouTubers. That's the issue. I am too fucking small for this. Pardon my swearing for comedic reasons. Is it changing the price? It's not. I can just. My next PCB. Yeah. So I'll have to find some rich lad who's willing to pay, well, like $2,000 for this. And with, you know, some returns, like for example, they pay $2,000, I will pay them back 3,000. 32 millimeters by 15. Oh yeah, that is yeah, that is actually very true. 15. Wait, what the? Oh mate. Oh mate. 1,500. Oh mate. Oh mate. Oh wait, which one would I need actually? That's a good question. I actually would need a larger one, but a bit larger one. So, let me think. I think 50. Oh, this is obviously around, right? I will. So it's not expensive. Oh my god, Tefta. Did I mention how much I love you, Tefta? Just saying. Wait, let me think around this. So it would be 50 by. Let's just say 50 by 50 for now, because I would need a large one. That's my first thing. So unfortunately, well, it's still only two. Damn. Oh. Oh, I mean, okay, I'm very careful about that because I really would like to do it alone. I'm already not doing it alone, right? Because I'm doing it with your patronage. Like, what power of battery? That's the fun bit. It would be a range, probably from one. Well, there would be no lower bound probably, and upper bound would be around, I don't know, 7 volts, 10 volts, 12 volts actually maybe. Well, you wouldn't charge a battery this obviously. I really want to get started on this. $25 times 35. Oh, okay. I'm actually 96. That's so cheap. Well, obviously it's not cheap, but it's so cheap. Batteries. Oh, that's. That is so sick. All right. All right. Well, not that much. No, I think I would like to do it manually. Because here's the thing. No, but okay, I should first do the thing though. Oh, you got me excited for this. I was an expert in these things too. Oh, damn it, you got me excited for this now. Fine, I'm doing it. Okay, here's the way I operate. The way I operate, I need a time limit for myself. For motivation, but no, this mosquito. I don't have a banner here. I have one, but it's not. Okay, I need a time limit for this. So, okay. As a, as a challenge on how fast I can do it. 1 month of this, I would suggest. Well, yeah, but you also have to remember that, I like 1 month in theory. But you also have to remember that I have a lot of free time due to the fact that I'm a social gnome. So, So I could spend, I think, 6 hours a day on this. Make open muscles from this. Yeah, but at the same time, open muscle is huge. Open muscle is a huge thing. Okay, why am I going out like this? Muscle. The open muscle is a huge thing. So, 9 months is reasonable. On the other hand... Oh! Ah! What would you look at that? Would you look at that over here? What I just found. Ah, that's interesting. Takes 2 weeks to get in mail. I mean, here's the thing. The first one I won't do with bot. The first one will be just the prototype. Oh, see, and for the prototype, I think it will take me 2 weeks. You mess up the first one. Yeah, I will definitely mess up. I don't think only first ones. I think we'll mess up much more than that. No, I'm okay. Now all I need is just an explanation of what this means. I'm the baddest. I have. Okay. Oh, back one day. I know the song. This is the song that I use for speeding. I mean, for driving at the appropriate speed. Sounds good. A battery unit for open muscle anyway. Okay, My friend's open hub project. Oh wait, what's that project? Actually don't know. So that actually would be. Is it the one? Hackaday. Ultimate Revolt. Yeah, so it's the one from Hackaday. Okay, so never mind. Then I don't know that one. All right, there we go. This will be my this will be my first time doing so many things. With my first. Okay, let's start from the smallest ones. It will be my first time with Raspberry. It will be then moving on to bigger things. It will be my first electronics project. Then it will be my first hardware project. Then it will be my first business thing. That's exciting. All right. Okay. Still, listen, mate. If that, you better believe you will get. Here's the thing, I will index them from 1 to however many I'm going to make, and I will probably either add a little sticker on them or just, you know, sign the number, and you are definitely getting number 1. Obviously for free, yeah, I think that's it. Obvious. Right, you are getting definitely number 1. This is actually kind of funny. If the entire thing will end up costing more than $14 for you know, $14 for the hardware, you can get the refund. All right. So, and yet the fat rat music in the background too. This terrible stuff, like my outlet. Yeah, but the thing is, you have to understand how much I respect your help, because I do. For me, you are the mentor on this sort of thing. But the thing is, it feels okay. It feels very wrong to say. I'm very sorry for that, but I just want to do it on myself. Only for the reason that, you know, here's the thing. I've owned 3 businesses, obviously. Of course, you fucking did. Oh, yeah, that's. Yeah, this. Earlier on, I said that there isn't a single field of fucking anything at which you haven't done some. Tefta, leave some talents for the rest of us. Philosophy aspect being part of society. This will be my first time joining society, so I'm all for it. And also not gonna lie, this is kind of a vendetta for me, because I was always the one that came up with projects. I have this manic thing where sometimes I just get really excited, pumped up, and I am coming up with many projects, and most of them I'm not finishing because yeah, it's the manic thing. And because of that, many people stopped respecting any of my ideas because they just always assumed that it was the manic thing. And I don't really blame them fully. Well, if every single one idea that I came up with, well, if I came up with 1,000 ideas, right, and 990 of them were trash, then yeah, it's safe to assume that most of my ideas are trash. But it's my personal vendetta because this is one thing that starting a business was also something that many people assumed I wouldn't follow on. So if I follow on this, then well, it will be exciting. Damn, you got me excited for this. Right. I should go now. I should finish the video first. I should finish the videos for the week so that I can spend the entire week working on this. Alright. It is objectively exciting. Yes, it is. It is. Only, I have one question though. Could you... Actually, never mind. Wait, actually, I do mind. Wait, Raspberry Pi Pico, because I don't know what all of these well, acronyms for traffic light, yes. Traffic light, yes. Stairs. Damn it. I'm bot. Wait, but ESP32S2. Alright, so the way I should do it... Okay, so the way I should do it is I should first start learning with the Raspberry Pi Pico, then when I'm done, order the ESP32S2, and then do the prototype on ESP32S2, and then order way more ESP32S2 and order PCBs and order the rest and just put it all together. Well, I don't need much memory. How much memory does it have? Is it for... Yeah, for megabytes. 8 kilobytes of this and 40 kilobytes of... that's... I mean... I mean... Security. I mean... Wait. ESP... When you are programming ESP... you can... Oh, wait. No, networking. Network meaning, yeah, that's wireless application protocol, yeah, but I'm looking for not what I'm looking for. Yeah, so basically, can you host a network on this? Is that right way to say it? I'm bad with networking. One part of computer science I never got into. Can you be host network? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's so you can be. That's a bit upsetting actually, because I wanted to use it. Because I would need this to be able to beat WAP. And also, yeah, one more. Yes, can barely be WAP. It's not. Right chip. All right. So, but first of all, yeah, was one thing that I want. That's what did I just. Yeah. So, what programming languages can you use for this? Okay, so none of them do C, I assume. No, none of them do C by itself. Because if I could do it in C only, I don't think memory would be a problem at any point. Now it's compiled. Yeah. Okay, is it like you can always compile? It is technically possible, or is it you can always compile? There is a compiler for it, because technically I can compile C on anything. Is it that technically you can use C, or is C an option? I recommend. Okay, so I shouldn't use C. Got it. Understood. All right. Now, so yeah, what I basically need is I needed to act as a server and have pins that could. Well, actually, no, actually, that might be it. Well, that's kind of it. Just operate as a server. Yeah, operate as a server and be usable as a server for small amount of data. By small amount of data, I mean, actually, that's a good question. What do I mean by that? Well, I don't know the sizes of data in Python and RAM. I mean, 2 megabytes would be nice, certainly. Here's the goal. You would just connect to the Wi-Fi, right, from this chip, and then set device to log into Wi-Fi from the website. Yes, option A. Also, the problem is that it will have to hold the site, so. No! Okay, carry on. Alright. Well, yeah, that was decent. So, Raspberry Pi Pico W. This one. Well, Ali, that's quite a return. Yeah, okay. So I'll just do pick a W. It should be just fine. Yeah, I assume this is responsible for the... I don't have the mine, so I'm not walking. I'm wrong. Oh well. Yeah, okay, I'll figure something out. I have to make sure. I have to make sure first. I have to calm down and think it over. Make sure it's not the modding thing again. Now, there's C. There's C. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, this is perfect. All right. So anyhow, back the thing. How long have this day? 2 hours 45 minutes. That's one of the longest science streams in a while. A very vague sentence. Now, by the way, Ali, what do you mean by tests to take? Quite a powerful way to come back. Ah, coffee isn't helping. Dang it. Meant what I said. Ah, I feel like I should go for a walk. I love taking night walks. People are always scared of taking walks at night because there are some crazy people out there. For me, it's very convenient because I am the crazy one, so you know, it saves a lot of trouble. Yeah, okay. It's been a fun 3 hours. It really was. But unfortunately, I got nothing done. I have a list of things that I'm supposed to have done till tomorrow, 6 AM. And that list has 17 things on it. Yeah, I can't breathe. For the past 3 hours, I was not able to breathe. I feel like I should just go and get somewhere. You know, running away from psychopaths with a knife, that always gets me going. So, for now that'll be it, because the realization of things to do, it's kind of kicking in faster than expected. So, thank you for the shit. Mate, Tefta, stop that right now, at the moment. You shall not, you cannot simply join the Discord, do, make a, basically, well, let's be real, make an ad for me, then make 3 different music pieces for me, then do graphics for me, then give me money, and then go on the stream, help me with something, and tell me thank you for the stream. That's not how it works. No, that I'm feeling guilty right now. Damn it! How dare you thank me at this point? I'm entertained. I have to set up my desktop camera. Those streams will be way more fun with props. Alright. For now, I'm going because okay. Anything you'd like to one more thing only, as a Patreon, would you like for me to add some kind of object into the outro of the videos? Some kind of object representing yourself? Because for now you are only on the screen. I think, like, you know, I could do more. Damn it, coffee isn't working anymore. I think it's awesome already. Alright. So I'll be going. For me. The people. No, these peasants? Never. Alright, that's actually a very good idea. Might add one. Might add, because yeah, I do have one empty screen there, right? Discord supporters, not patrons. Yeah, well, that actually is an idea. Alright. So, that'll be it. Okay, I've been ending the stream for the past 10 minutes. My goodness, I'm sorry, I'm just. I'm so. Nice. Alright. That'll be it for today's live stream. So, unfortunately, I have to go do things. Thank you so much to Ta and Ali for being here, and to everyone else who joined in earlier, like Elliot, and well, everyone. So, for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.